नमस्कार दोस्तों। स्वागत है आपका ईएसआर में इंजीनियरिंग सिंप्लीफाइड बाय राघव में। I hope till now you have got some basic ideas about how cooling system is working and what are the main components to cool the engine. So I was planning to tell you next that how we will decide the radiator size or radiator side. How would we decide that what should be the size of the radiator based on our engine? But before going to tell you the sizing of a radiator or deep dive into the radiator, how to calculate the heat capacity of the radiator, I want to tell you that I want to let you go through the basics of modes of heat transfer, so that it will give you a better idea to understand how heat is transferring and what kind of heat transfer is going on there. So as you can see in this diagram, main we need to focus on main things, two main things which are using in heat transfer here. First one is radiator fan, and second is inside the cylinder, inside the engine cylinder. Now here you can see that in engine cylinder the modes of heat transfer is convective, conductive and radiative. And also inside the radiator or at the radiator the mode of heat transfer is conduction, convection and radiation. So and which part is more dominating? Either convection is more dominating, conduction is more dominating, or radiation is more dominating, or we need to consider all these heat transfer while calculation of the radiator. So let me tell you some basics of the modes of heat transfer. Any heat transfer is done through three process. First one is called as conduction. Second one is convection, and third one is radiation. Now what is conduction? Conduction is a mode of heat transfer where the actual molecules movements are not involved. It means molecules don't travel from one place to another place to transfer the heat. Like if I will keep a brick. Suppose we have a brick standing on the ground. If you will apply force at this point, it will fall down like this. It will transfer its energy to another brick. It will fall and it will transfer to another brick. So actual movement of this brick is not happen. Such kind of heat transfer is called as conduction. Like if we have a material and we know that material having molecules, when a temperature increases, suppose this one is at T1 temperature and this one is at T2 temperature, where T1 is greater than T2. If temperature of T1 is greater than T2, or suppose it's 100 degrees Celsius and it's a 10 degrees Celsius, then what happens in that case? The molecules near the higher temperature zone, it will absorb energy and it will vibrate on its axis. It is like vibrate like this. And what he will do? He will transfer his molecular energy to next molecule. Similarly, it will transfer to next, it will transfer to next, it will transfer to next. So the actual path traveled by this molecule is not changed. It is remains at its place, but heat is transferred from one place to another place by having temperature difference, which is act as a voltage drop. So so in this situation the molecules transfer is not there, and the equation for this conductive heat transfer is given as Q is equal to Ka dt by dx. I won't tell you much details because my intention is to let you know the basics of mode of heat transfer, so that we can apply this mode of heat transfer on the selection of radiator. So I will not explain in details what how it is happened. Just I'm trying to give you the basic concept for the heat transfer. This is the rate of heat transfer, kilowatt, and like this. K is the conductivity of material. It depends on material. A is the area, and dt by dx is the gradient of temperature as temperature goes from one position to another position at that time. So it is the slope or difference. So now this is the basics for conduction heat transfer. Now, what is convection heat transfer? Convection heat transfer or convective heat transfer is actually the heat transfer where there is a actual movement of molecule. To understand this I will explain you, like suppose we are making a tea and this is water. Heat is applied at this location. Now, when the surface of this water molecules heats up, we know that when any object, anything heats up, its density decreases. So when its density will decrease, it will become a lighter thing. So what he will do? He will try to go upside, and the temperature above, molecules of the temperature above or the surface is higher. Temperature is lower, it means density is higher, so its weight is more, so it will try to fill that vacant place. Now in this situation you can see that there is a transfer of actual molecule. When it gains lower molecules, when gain temperature, its density will drop or reduce, it will get lighter and it will go upside. To fill that space, heavier molecules or lower temperature molecules will go downward. In that situation we can see that there is a actual molecule transfer. So this is called as convection, and this is represented by HA delta T. Same, H is the convective heat transfer coefficient, A is the area, surface area, and delta T is the change in temperature. Now yesterday or in last video I told you that while deciding the holes or opening of the engine, we need to we thought that we should hole should be like this or this, so that the velocity is dependent, heat transfer is dependent on velocity, and I showed you that heat dissipation is directly proportional to v raised to power 7, because in that situation h is coming here and h is also directly proportional to 0.7. We will 0.7 v raised to power 0.7. So this will be same as heat dissipation. So velocity is dependent on heat dissipation is dependent on velocity. Now third mode of heat transfer is radiation. Now what happen in radiation? Radiation is actually a mode of heat transfer where there is no medium required. Every object, we, you, and every this board, any object radiates heat because of the electromagnetic nature. It radiates heat and it doesn't require any medium to conduct the heat. So in that case, the heat dissipation, this is conduction, this is convection, and radiation for QR, this is equal to sigma E A T raised power 4. So in this case, sigma is the Stefan Boltzmann constant, and if I am not forgetting that its value is 5.67 into 10 raised to power minus 8. Now what happens? If you see closely that QR, radiative heat transfer, is directly proportional to temperature raised to power 4. But what happens? The constant term, the constant term multiplied to it, it is a very small. So for lower temperature values, this radiation term is negligible. Although it is there, everywhere radiation would be there, radiation heat would be there, but this term is very small. That's why we, while deciding the cooling, or while we deciding the radiator capacity, in that case we generally avoid or neglect or ignore the radiative heat conduction, radiative heat transfer. So now two main things left, which is more prominent in radiator cooling or engine cooling, which is conductive, conduction and convection. So this was the main, or a brief about the how heat transfer is going on, and we will now explain, or we will now go deep dive for the selection of radiator, how we will select the radiator. So if you learn or discovered something from this video, please like the video, subscribe the channel and share with the people you know. Thank you. We will meet in next video.